This is a good time to be a DC and Marvel fan, or particularly a fan of crossovers. We know in the last few months we've had Batman Deadpool, we've had Deadpool Batman crossover with an issue from DC and an issue from Marvel. Now they're doing the same again with Superman and Spider-Man. So we know we've already had the DC's version, which is Superman and Spider-Man, and I showed all my variant covers that I picked up for that in a recent episode. And now we have Spider-Man Superman. So this is Marvel's version of the two characters teaming up 50 years after they first teamed up in the 70s. So I didn't pick up as many of the Marvel covers as I did with the DC one. I went a bit nuts and picked up quite a few with the DC one, but with the Marvel one I think there's like 28 or something, almost 30 different variant covers. The insides is all the same, but yes, I thought I'd show you the variant covers that I got for Spider-Man Superman, which is a one-shot available right now. This is the free Marvel previews, so this was released in February for product shipping in April, and as you can see on the cover there, Spider-Man Superman teaming up, Marvel's equivalent of DC's Superman Spider-Man one-shot issue as well. And this is a good way of getting a look at all the covers that are on offer, including a wonderful wraparound variant cover by Kari Andrews with all the DC and Marvel characters teaming up there. We've got this pretty cool one by Walter Simonson with Thor and Steel. We've got Sarah Pichelli. We've got the standard cover there. And yeah, there's just so many awesome covers that are available, including some throwbacks. We've got a Greg Capullo one there. We've just got the symbols. We've got a Spider-Man Noir and kind of the Superman of the 30s. I did pick up this one. This is the foil variant. It's by Mark Bagley. And then we've got some awesome Peach Momoko with Supergirl and Ghost Spider. And Ryan Stegman with Superman and Spider-Man. And yeah, just some more like Jerome Pina, Eric Larson with the kind of Cyborg Superman and Cyborg Spider-Man. This one I definitely ordered, which is the Russell Dowderman variant. So I think that's all of them. So yeah, there's quite a few more, and there's definitely one from My Comic Shop, which I'm definitely keen to grab as well. But yes, we'll see if I get that. That's by Rachel and Terry Dodson. But let's have a look at the ones that I picked up from my local comic shop. Inside this issue we have the main story, which is written by Brad Meltzer with art by Pepper Larraz, and then we have 8 other stories, including one by Jason Aaron and Russell Dowderman, who did work on The Mighty Thor, particularly known for when Jane Foster took over the mantle of Thor, and Russell Dowderman provides this awesome cover here, and they feature together in a team-up story, as I said, Symbiotes in Metropolis. So here we have Superman, Spider-Man, Jane Foster as the Mighty Thor, and Wonder Woman. So that's the first cover I grabbed. Joe Kelly, one of my favourite writers, and Humberto Ramos, one of my favourite artists, team up on a Gwen Stacy and Lana Lang story here, and Ramos does the cover with Superman and Spider-Man in the background. So not every story in this issue is action-packed, a lot of it's really just talking. So these are the two of the most, apart from Mary Jane Watson and Lois Lane, these are two of the most famous in Peter and Clark's life. So yeah, sometimes it's just the issues are just the stories are just about talking, and that's a nice change of pace. So that's the second issue I picked up, second cover by Humberto Ramos. This cover is as 90s as they come, so this is a foil cover, and obviously again features Superman and Spider-Man with Cardiac, who I just picked up an action figure of actually, and Conduit, so two obscure 90s bad guys or anti-heroes I guess. So yes, very happy to grab this with some foil. It's very shiny, isn't it? So it's a foil cover. So this is cover number 3. Very 90s. Love it. Finally, I saw this Adam Hughes cover as the last one on my comic book shelf actually, so I made sure to grab this one. One of mine and everybody else's favourite artists, Adam Hughes, and this is Power Girl, Black Cat, and a random cop, which is pretty cool. So yes, he just does such wonderful covers. So for this monumental event, this is my 4th and final cover, with this one by Adam Hughes. Just 4 covers compared to the slew of ones that I picked up from DC. Only 4 of the covers, so 72 pages, a wonderful one-shot available now, and it just features a bunch of stories with team-ups, talking, action, all that kind of stuff. So yes, if you're a fan of Superman or Spider-Man, or just these rare crossovers that don't happen very often, I definitely recommend picking up Marvel's version of the Superman Spider-Man team up. as I said, this whole issue is just beautifully put together, and it really shows the different characteristics of Superman and Spider-Man. The first story written by Brad Meltzer kind of has a lot of familiar kind of tropes with Spider-Man lifting and some kryptonite weakness, and I'll flick through a few pages because I don't want to spoil it all, but it certainly kicks off the issue off to a good start. And then we have yes, a lovely kind of scene where Peter and Clark are meeting each other's families. We've got an awesome scene with Lex Luthor as the kingpin of crime, Spider Noir, and the old Superman teaming up. Classic Spider-Man pose there. So nice little nods there. And yeah, as I said before, we've got Gwen and Lana Lang talking. And these two characters just exist in each other's universe in this whole idea. So there's no crossover into ultimate, different portals or alternate universes. It's just assumed that Superman and Spider-Man have always kind of lived in the same universe. A lot of team-ups, not only with the characters, but also with artists and writers. So here we have Jeff Johns and Gary Frank, who have done a lot of work together. So yeah, particularly on Superman. So it's great to see them team up again. And this is a wonderful artwork by Lois Simonson and Todd Nork, Green Goblin, Steel, and Thor. And this is the Supergirl Ghost Spider team up with Livewire, one of the characters that debuted in the Superman animated series. And then yes, we've got Dormammu and Brainiac, Wonder Woman and Jane Foster, and just a lovely little talky scene at the end. So I just flicked through that because it's definitely worth reading the whole thing. But yes, very well written, and hopefully we get a lot more of these crossovers in the future. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.